Hello there, Toon Army. Absolutely cracking day to talk about our beloved Newcastle United, isn't it? The sun's shining on St. James Park, and there's plenty to discuss as we head into what could be a transformative summer for the best team in the world. What do you reckon about young Antonio Cordero potentially joining our ranks? Is this the kind of exciting young talent we should be bringing in as we build for the future? And how would you feel about Bryan Mbeumo potentially lighting up the right wing at St. James Park next season? Would $60 million be money well spent for a proven Premier League performer? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Spanish wonder kid set to sign for the Toon. The excitement is building among the Toon Army as Newcastle United appear to have pulled off quite the coup by securing the signature of 18-year-old Spanish talent Antonio Cordero from Malaga. What makes this deal even sweeter is that we've apparently beaten Barcelona to his signature. Yes, you heard that right. The mighty Barcelona wanted our new lad, but he's chosen the black and white stripes instead. If that doesn't tell you something about where our club is heading, I don't know what will. According to recent reports, Cordero is set to officially complete his move to Newcastle in early June 2025, with the formalities being wrapped up as his contract with Malaga expires on June 30th. The Spanish second-tier side has been trying to keep the youngster focused on his current duties, but let's be honest, when Newcastle United come calling, how can you not be excited about the future? The talented teenager represents exactly the kind of forward-thinking transfer policy that has seen Newcastle rise back to prominence in recent years, spotting young talent before they hit the astronomical price tags that come with established stars is precisely how clubs build sustainable success. And make no mistake, sustainable success is exactly what our ownership is aiming for. What's particularly interesting about this deal is the ongoing discussion about Cordero's immediate future once he arrives on Tyneside. Initially, the word was that the club planned to send him out on loan, with Ajax mentioned as a potential destination. That would certainly make sense given how Yankuba Minte's development accelerated during his time at Feyenoord last season. The Eredivisie has proven to be an excellent finishing school for raw talent, offering regular playing time in a technically proficient league without the physical demands of the Premier League. However, in a fascinating twist, Cordero's agents are now suggesting he could actually play for Newcastle next season. That would be a bold move from Eddie Howe, considering the sizable leap from the Spanish second tier to the Premier League. But then again, if the lad's got the talent, why not give him the opportunity? We've seen how Howe has nurtured young talent before, giving them the platform and confidence to perform at the highest level. It's worth remembering that some of the world's best players made similar jumps early in their careers and never looked back. If Cordero has that special something, that combination of technical ability, football intelligence, and mental fortitude, he could potentially save the club millions in transfer fees by stepping straight into the first-team picture. The strategic importance of this signing shouldn't be understated either. As the club continues to navigate financial fair play regulations while building a squad capable of competing on multiple fronts, smart recruitment is absolutely essential. Bringing in high-potential youngsters like Cordero represents excellent business, especially when you consider the eye-watering fees being demanded for established Premier League performers. What's clear is that whether Cordero joins the first-team squad immediately or develops elsewhere initially, Newcastle are securing a player who's highly rated across Europe. The fact that Barcelona were in for him speaks volumes. Their loss is definitely our gain, and it's another sign that Newcastle United is once again a destination club for exciting talent. I, for one, can't wait to see what the lad can do in black and white. His technical ability, coupled with Spanish football's emphasis on tactical understanding, could bring something different to our attacking options. And at just 18, he's got his whole career ahead of him. Hopefully much of it spent at St. James Park. Now let's talk about something that has got me genuinely excited. The possibility of Bryan Mbeumo joining the Toon this summer. If you've watched any of our games against Brentford this season, you'll know exactly why this prospect has fans buzzing. The Cameroon international has been absolutely sensational, racking up an impressive 18 goals and 6 assists in the Premier League alone. And let's not forget, 4 of those goal contributions came against us in just 3 matches. If you can't beat him, sign him, right? The need for a quality right-winger has become increasingly apparent since Paul Mitchell approved Miguel Almiron's sale and with Yankuba Minte heading to Brighton. While Jacob Murphy has stepped up admirably this season with 19 Premier League goal contributions, a fantastic return that deserves immense credit, there seem to be internal questions about whether he can maintain those numbers consistently. Mbeumo represents a different class of winger altogether. At 25 years old, he's entering his prime years and has proven he can deliver at the highest level. His combination of pace, power, technical ability, and most importantly, end product makes him exactly the kind of player who could thrive in Eddie Howe's system. Just imagine him linking up with Alexander Isak and Anthony Gordon in a front three. That's enough to give any Premier League defense nightmares. What's particularly encouraging is that Mbeumo himself has made no secret of his ambitions. In a recent appearance on the Obi-Wan podcast alongside teammate Yoane Wissa, he revealed, "I always want to play the biggest games for the biggest club when I was younger. It's easy to say I want to be there, but you need to put a lot of demands on yourself. I've shown as well what I was capable of. I'm really demanding on myself as well because I know I have the abilities. We never know what can happen." Those are the words of a player who knows his worth and is ready for the next step. And what better next step than Newcastle United? We're currently sitting fourth in the table on the cusp of Champions League football. For a player like Mbeumo, who dreams of playing the biggest games for the biggest club, the prospect of Champions League nights at St. James's Park would surely be tantalizing. The reported fee of around $60 million is substantial, but in today's market for a proven Premier League performer with Mbeumo's numbers, it could represent excellent value, especially when you consider that Newcastle haven't made any marquee signings over the last 3 transfer windows. The club should have the financial capacity to make this deal happen, particularly with the reported move for Liam Delap looking unlikely due to concerns over playing time. What Mbeumo would bring to Newcastle extends beyond just his goal contributions. His versatility allows him to play across the front line if needed. His work rate fits perfectly with Howe's demanding pressing system, and his experience in the Premier League means he wouldn't need an adaptation period. He could hit the ground running from day one. For Mbeumo, the move would represent the perfect marriage of ambition. He gets the bigger club and bigger stage he's clearly hungry for, while Newcastle get the quality right winger they desperately need to balance their attack. Brentford have been brilliant for his development, but they're currently 9th in the table and would need a lot of luck to qualify for European football. Newcastle, on the other hand, can offer him that platform immediately. Champions League football, the pinnacle of club competition, could be just months away for him if he makes the move to Tyneside. Those biggest games he's dreamed of could soon become reality in the famous black and white stripes. The potential signing of Mbeumo alongside Cordero would represent 2 very different but equally exciting additions to the squad. One is the established Premier League star ready to elevate us to the next level, while the other is the exciting prospect who represents our future. It's exactly the kind of balanced recruitment strategy that the best teams in the world employ. Well, that's all from St. James's Park for today, lads and lasses. The summer transfer window promises to be an exciting one with these potential signings on the horizon. Keep supporting the best team in the world, and I'll be back with more updates soon. Away the lads!